If you're watching this video right now, this is your sign to stop procrastinating and go and get that thing going. That plan that you've always had, you're replanning, you're going back to it, the whole vision board thingy. Take it out of your head, out of your book, and get started. Well, you're new here because I am new here too, and you can call me Girl in Black, the Creative Explorer. And today I'm gonna be giving you a name, and guess what that name is? Explorer. And by explorer, I don't mean we're gonna be climbing mountains, we're gonna be hiking or doing like location reviews. I don't mean we're gonna be skydiving or diving into deep waters. No. By explorers, I simply mean creative minds who are ready to em- creative minds who are ready to embrace their multi-potentiality and also are ready to work on themselves to have a sense of individuality. So, hello guys, and well, no, hello explorers, and welcome to our creative space. Yay! Okay, so back to what I said when I just started this video. If you're watching this video, this is your sign to stop procrastinating and get that thing going. I know we all have friends that have plans that end in the group chat, but today, because you have agreed that you're an explorer, that we're doing this explorer thing together, we're taking those plans, we're taking those great dreams out of our heads, out of our books, and we are not letting procrastination spoil things for us. So, growing up, there's something that happens to, I think, almost everybody. Everybody can relate to this growing up. So, from the time you're born, there's like a certain schedule or a certain plan that you follow to a certain level in your life. That is, you're born, you cry, you stress your parents, you start creeping, they applaud you, you start walking, you are applauded, you eventually start talking, mama, papa, dada, and then you go to school from primary school to secondary school to high school, and then the university happens to you, and after bagging that degree, you get a sense of, oh my God, or even in the university, because I know from um, nursery school to primary and secondary school, we have like our parents are still like super strict on us. We have like, oh, when you're back from school, you have siesta, you take a shower, you go and you study, you wake up, do your chores and all of this. But when you get to the university, you probably start living on your own, and then your parents suddenly no longer have such a tight grip on you. And this is the exact place where having a sense of individuality would either make you, or not having a sense of individuality would spoil everything for you. That is why we're explorers on this journey, and we are figuring it out together, because on my own personal note, I don't have everything figured out. I don't have a million certificates. I don't have a PhD. I don't have a lot of things that I don't have it all figured out. But the only difference that I'm making is I'm bringing you on this journey with me of discovering myself and being the best that I can be while at it. So when we now, let me continue my story. When we get to the point of the university, we now get to, after like having a degree, life changes drastically for everyone. Some of your peers who were who you thought were on the same level with you go off, some get married, some travel abroad, some get jobs. A lot of things happen in this space, and at this point your head is just like, oh my God, I'm behind this and that. Oh, I'm not catching up. I don't know. Maybe you probably have a friend who has traveled abroad and you're like, oh my gosh, I failed. Or you have one who is married and you can't even provide basic necessities for yourself and you're like, oh my god, what was I doing with all my time? But then I have one thing to tell you. You don't always have to be you don't always have to wait for Batman or Spider-Man or Wonder Woman to save the day. Sometimes you can be your own superhero and save the day by accepting your reality, by saying, okay, I know that this is the level that I am at. I want to get to this point. This is what I lack for this journey that I'm on, and this is what I can do by maybe looking at people who are at the part where you want to be, by people, looking for people who can mentor you to get to that part. So you get to be your own superhero. So rather than waiting for people to come and save you, for someone to magically just appear with $1,000,000 and hand it over to you and just say, take these keys to this mansion, to your dream mansion, and all of that. You could be your own superhero, and that means you shouldn't let procrastination to steal that away from you. Because, okay, I'll be honest, I've been procrastinating to make this video for the longest time. Like since January, I was like, oh my god, I don't have a good phone. I don't have lighting. I don't have a good space. I don't have all of those complaints kept on coming and coming and coming and coming, and I kept on stealing this thing that gives me so much joy and could also help me help other people that is like you, my explorers, to gain one or two things, and just stepping out of that zone of not procrastinating to this zone of, oh my god, I have to do this thing and I have to do it fast, because might not always be this I might not always have this vigorous nature in me to do this. And here I am. I'm not here to That days will shout at you. But today I'm not here to shout at you or make you feel like, oh, you're so bad. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to give you, in biology they call it an enzyme. I'm here to spark up that enzymatic reaction so that you can have the right activation energy to go about that dream, to go about that plan that you have. And before you say, oh my god, I don't have what I need, or I don't have like the best things to go about this thing, please start with what you have. Start with what you have, honestly. And no procrastination can Oh my god, I wish I could hold procrastination and give him some punches. It's definitely him, not like I'm gender biased. I wish I could really just hold him and be like, why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to youth? Why are you doing this to people? But I can't. That's why we have to work together to fight procrastination and take a step every day to the life of our dreams. And mind you, this life may not necessarily be the one that you have in your head, but whatever you have in your head is like a guide to whatever life you would get. So the plan you have in your head, which is being fueled by your actions, is just a guide to the life that you get to live in the future. And if you don't take any steps, you're still going somewhere to a life. And I hope you enjoy it, because all your it's as a result of it's a consequence of you not putting in any work. So dear explorers, we're doing a pinky promise, right? You're gonna stop procrastinating, and we're gonna do those things. We're gonna take that chat out of the group chat and we're gonna take it out there. We're gonna go out, we're gonna get our hands dirty, and yes. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. If you haven't liked, please like, give us a comment in the comment section, subscribe, share, and we would really need your feedback. Your feedback means a lot to me, and see you soon. dear explorer, because this is our space. So we're gonna be meeting from time to time. Yeah. Thank you for watching.